Greetings, and thank you for joining us on the Sleep Science Top 1. I'm truly happy you've arrived, as this evening we will explore the serene marvels of the world we cherish. Take a moment, no matter where you find yourself in the world, to embrace a slower pace. Allow the clamor to fade, the boundaries to soften, and your mind to calm, as if thoughts gently rest like leaves upon a tranquil surface. This evening, we're choosing to remain connected to our roots here on Earth. My experience has shown me that life on this planet is filled with mysteries, resilience, and extraordinary moments that often exceed our wildest imaginations. The vibrant oceans, the timeless jellyfish, the ancient forests hidden beneath the surface, and the tiny beings that thrive in the void of space reveal a world that is full of wonder. These elements of Earth resonate deeply, offering a sense of peace and awakening a profound connection within us. Your perspective on the world may shift based on what you hear. Some discoveries may drift past, like petals carried by the wind, soft and intriguing, leaving a lasting impression without making a sound. If you find that this sense of tranquility inspires a sense of calm or ignites your curiosity, think about liking and subscribing. It guides others to discover their path here as well, one weary spirit at a time. For the moment, allow yourself to settle in and find ease. Take a deep breath and let's embark on this gentle and calming journey through the wonders of life on our planet. In the warm coastal waters of the coastal seas and across the oceans, there exists a jellyfish that challenges the very essence of nature's rules, embodying a unique perspective on existence and resilience. The Tauratopsis donye, commonly known as the immortal jellyfish, possesses an extraordinary capability. In moments of injury, aging, or danger, it has the remarkable ability to return to a previous phase of its existence. Much like a butterfly reverting to its caterpillar stage, it goes back to its tiny builder's form, reminiscent of the jellyfish's early days, and starts anew. This process isn't merely a concept. I've seen it consistently demonstrated in laboratories. The jellyfish has the remarkable ability to continuously cycle through its life stages, potentially for eternity, unless it faces predation or destruction. Although it may not grant us immortality, it serves as a powerful reminder of the boundless creativity found in nature, which often surpasses our own understanding. Here, drifting serenely in the ocean, is a being that rewinds time over and over. Each moment, a chance to reflect and embrace new beginnings. The way trees communicate with one another through an unseen network fascinates me. In the quiet of the forest, I sense a hidden dialogue unfolding just below the surface. Trees, once seen as isolated giants, reveal a deeper connection through underground networks of fungal threads, called fungal root network. Through these intricate connections, trees communicate vital nutrients, transmit chemical signals, and even alert each other about threats like pests or drought. Older trees, often referred to as mother trees, nurture their young by channeling sugars and resources through this unseen network. It's not just a metaphor, it's a biological network that is incredibly vast and complex, leading some scientists to refer to it as the underground tree communication. A birch tree could provide support to a nearby fir. A fading tree might share its final strength with the surrounding forest. It embodies a subtle kind of understanding, one that operates beneath the surface, yet fosters a profound sense of collaboration. In this quiet realm of roots and fungi, I see the forest as more than just a collection of individuals. It feels like a unified living community that breathes and shares together. Microbears have the remarkable ability to endure the harsh conditions of outer space. They are small, peculiar, and almost impossible to break. They go by the name microbears, but many people refer to them as tiny survivors. These tiny beings measure less than a millimeter and resemble wrinkled, eight-legged gummy bears when viewed through a microscope. However, their size shouldn't mislead you. Microbears possess an incredible resilience, enduring extreme conditions that would obliterate nearly all other life forms. Whether it's the frigid chill near absolute zero, searing heat, immense pressure, harmful radiation, or the emptiness of space. In 2007, scientists sent them into orbit, and they returned safely. How did they achieve that? By entering a state known as cryptobiosis. In this state, they nearly dehydrate entirely and enter a phase of suspended metabolism. They remain simply biding their time. At times, it can stretch on for years. And when the water comes back, they come to life again. Microbears serve as a powerful reminder of the resilience, uniqueness, and adaptability of life. Even as it journeys through the cosmos, oxygen used to be seen as a lethal toxin. In this very moment, we truly embrace it. However, in the distant past, oxygen posed a significant threat as Earth's most perilous pollutant. More than 2 billion years ago, I find it fascinating to think about how early microbial life flourished in an environment devoid of oxygen. These ancient organisms, referred to as anaerobes, were the initial inhabitants of our planet. However, the emergence of blue-green algae, those small photosynthetic microbes, marked a significant shift as they started to release oxygen as a byproduct. Initially, it seemed insignificant. Over millions of years, I've come to appreciate how oxygen gradually built up in the oceans and air, leading to what we now recognize as the oxygen crisis. For many anaerobic species, the presence of oxygen was harmful. It eroded cells, unsettled long-standing metabolisms, and led to a widespread extinction. However, for some, this unseen gas emerged as a fresh avenue for energy. Ultimately, it led to the emergence of intricate, multicellular organisms, ourselves included. In a sense, the very breath that sustains us is intertwined with the remnants of a mass extinction that has shaped our existence. Oxygen transcends mere sustenance. Each breath carries a story of its own. Certain plants have the ability to consume animals. I've come to see plants in a different light, recognizing their vibrant energy and resilience as they actively seek out sunlight and thrive in their environments. However, some plants assertively seek out nutrients without hesitation. Some choose to go hunting. Carnivorous plants such as the insect trap plant, carnivorous pitcher, and sticky dew plant attract insects through their enticing sweet scents or sticky nectar. And then, just like that, everything changed. Or confinement, an insect trap plant, carefully measures the movements of its prey, only snapping shut after detecting several touches. Carnivorous pitchers create deep, slick wells, brimming with digestive enzymes, causing insects to slip in and become trapped. Sticky dew plants, for instance, shine with delicate tentacles that wrap around their prey, resembling slow, sticky arms in a captivating embrace. What motivates them to act in that way? They exist in challenging environments where the soil lacks nutrients and nitrogen is scarce. They evolve, not through brute strength, but with thoughtful ingenuity and resilience. These subtle hunters serve as a reminder that existence manifests in various ways, and even the softest green leaf may conceal a deeper hunger. Each leaf stands out as a work of art, showcasing its own distinct pattern, much like our individual fingerprints. When you lift a leaf to the light, it reveals a subtle wonder that often goes unnoticed. Every piece feels like a delicate instrument, gentle against the skin, yet designed with incredible attention to detail. At its core, there exists a fragile web of veins, reminiscent of rivers meandering through a vast terrain. These transport water, minerals, and sugars throughout the leaf, energizing the photosynthesis process. The surface features small pores, known as leaf pores, which act as valves, opening and closing to allow carbon dioxide to enter and oxygen to exit. Green energy pigment, the green pigment, plays a crucial role in capturing sunlight and transforming it into energy, benefiting not only the plant itself, but also nearly every living organism on our planet. I've noticed that certain leaves have the ability to follow the sun as it moves through the sky, Some surfaces resist water, capture insects, or retain warmth. Each one is unique in its own way. Every leaf stands as a unique creation, delicate and stunning, embodying a vibrant sense of purpose. There are oceans that emit a captivating glow in the dark. Picture yourself strolling along a serene beach under the night sky, where the waves shimmer with a haunting blue-green luminescence. I find it fascinating that this phenomenon exists, created by the tiny living beings we call bioluminescent plankton. When movement disrupts their stillness, such as the force of a crashing wave or the graceful swirl of a swimmer's hand, they emit a sudden burst of cold light. It's not just moonlight being reflected. It's a chemical reaction within them, akin to the enchanting glow of nightlights illuminating the night sky. In locations such as Glowing Bay in Puerto Rico or the tropical isles, this enchanting glow illuminates entire coastlines, transforming the ocean into a mesmerizing dreamscape. There's no electricity, no magic, only biology. I've come to appreciate how bioluminescence has developed multiple times in Earth's oceans, serving various purposes like camouflage and communication. In this shadowy moment, the sea presents a subtle, radiant reminder that even amidst the deepest struggles, there is always a way for life to illuminate the path ahead. My body is more microbe than human. It's easy to see ourselves as just one individual, a singular body with a unified mind. In truth, you embody a vibrant and interconnected community within yourself. I've come to realize that my body is home to more microbial cells than human cells. There are countless microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and archaea, that inhabit your skin, mouth, and gut. This collection is referred to as your body ecosystem, and it plays a significant role in your journey. It plays a crucial role in breaking down food, supporting my immune system, generating essential vitamins, and even shaping my mood and actions. In numerous aspects, the body ecosystem reflects the innate wisdom of my body, serving as a significant, unseen ally in almost every action I take. Certain microbes offer you protection. Some individuals find themselves in competition with those who intrude. Just like every fingerprint tells a different story, your body ecosystem reflects your individuality. In those moments when solitude creeps in, hold on to the thought that you are always connected to something greater. I'm a living ecosystem, a universe contained within myself. I've come to appreciate how ants can create bridges using their own bodies. In the forests of South America, I observe marching insects in constant motion, flowing across the jungle floor like a living river, a reminder of nature's relentless energy. However, when faced with a gap or obstacle, they continue moving forward. Rather, they create connections from within themselves. An ant finds its place on a branch. Another one ascends onto its back. Then one more, and yet another, until a vibrant structure emerges, adaptable and resilient. Countless ants can connect, adapting dynamically to the pressure and movement above them. Once the colony completes its crossing, the bridge comes apart, and the ants seamlessly return to their march. These living bridges exist without the direction of a leader. Rather, they arise from the choices made within the community, with each ant reacting to those around it, driven by instinct and interaction. It's an incredible representation of shared wisdom, a dynamic form crafted solely from living elements. Just one individual in a collective, all striving together. Shape-shifting cephalopods have the remarkable ability to alter their own DNA. In the quiet embrace of the ocean's depths, the octopus glides like a fleeting thought, transforming its form and hue, observing with its otherworldly gaze. It stands out as one of the most intelligent beings on our planet. Yet, what is hidden below is even more peculiar. Shape-shifting cephalopods have the remarkable ability to edit their own RNA, which are the molecular scripts that translate DNA into proteins. Unlike many animals that adhere strictly to their genetic blueprint, shape-shifting cephalopods have the remarkable ability to adapt their gene expression in real time. This allows them to adjust their biology in real time, changing the way their neurons function, how they perceive their surroundings, or how they react to temperature and stress. While it may not alter their DNA, it certainly offers them incredible adaptability. While the reasons behind their actions remain elusive, it only deepens the intrigue surrounding a being that feels distinctly otherworldly. It appears that certain animals have a sense of self-awareness. While many animals have the ability to see their reflection, only a select few appear to truly understand what it represents. Recognizing oneself is something that doesn't happen often in the natural world. It can be perceived as an indication of deeper understanding and personal insight. In the self-recognition test, an animal is marked with a spot that it cannot see without the aid of a reflection. When they attempt to examine or touch the mark while gazing into the mirror, it indicates an awareness that the reflection is indeed their own. Up to this point, just a few species have made it through. Intelligent primates, ocean acro-echo hunters, gentle giants, clever corvids, and perhaps even sea gliders. It's fascinating to observe that even certain fish exhibit signs of recognizing themselves in mirrors. This suggests that while they may not possess human-like consciousness, it points to something extraordinary, the possibility that awareness could extend beyond just us. The essence of individuality can shine brightly in perspectives that diverge from our own. The distinction between myself and others in the vast tree of life seems less defined than I previously thought. Throughout history, life has endured 5 significant mass extinctions. Life on this planet has a remarkable history and an incredible ability to endure. Throughout the last 500 million years, our world has undergone at least 5 significant mass extinction events. Every event led to the extinction of most species that existed during that period. The Great Dying stands out as a profoundly impactful event, wiping out more than 90% of marine life and 70% of land species. Volcanoes, asteroids, climate shifts. Each event marked a significant transformation in our world, and with every instance, life returned anew. A different journey, yet filled with fresh experiences. In the aftermath of extinction, I witnessed how ecosystems transformed and adapted. Small survivors evolved into the forebears of fresh lineages. It serves as a subtle reminder of the unwavering nature of life itself. Life is not merely about survival. It transforms, grows, and finds new expressions. We are woven into that narrative, emerging from those who faced adversity and overcame the shadows, discovering a path ahead, an unyielding connection, persisting even amidst turmoil. Mushrooms have the ability to influence how insects behave. In the cool, shadowy embrace of the forest, an unusual scene plays out, challenging my understanding of the relationship between plants and their unseen influences. Some fungi, such as zombie fungus, have a unique way of interacting with insects, like ants, entering their bodies and influencing their behavior. Upon entering, the fungus starts to expand, emitting substances that change the insect's actions. The ant, now influenced by the fungus, ascends into the greenery and secures itself to a leaf or branch. At that point, everything comes to a halt. The fungus takes over its host, ultimately leading to its demise, and then emerges with a stalk that releases spores, spreading its influence to others nearby. The cycle is harsh and exact, shaped by countless years of evolution. It's fascinating to consider how little we truly grasp about the ways in which this fungus interacts with the nervous system. Its ability to manipulate is both intriguing and perplexing. In this subtle struggle of life, I've come to realize that even the tiniest creatures possess remarkable strength. The forest embodies a deeper essence beyond its greenery and tranquility. It reveals a range of hidden strategies, some that are beautifully crafted, and others that evoke a sense of fear. I've come to realize that the color blue is quite uncommon in the natural world. Take a moment to appreciate the beauty surrounding you, the vastness of the sky, the depth of the ocean, and the delicate shimmer of butterfly wings. Blue surrounds us in countless ways. Interestingly, In nature, blue stands out as one of the rarest pigments. Interestingly, many blue creatures, such as vibrant songbirds, shimmering wings, and feathered displays, don't possess blue pigment in their makeup at all. Rather, the hue is derived from the arrangement. The tiny patterns on their surfaces interact with light, creating a beautiful reflection of blue wavelengths. What fascinates me is structural coloration. It's an optical illusion created by shape rather than dye. Creating true blue pigments is a challenging feat for living organisms, and only a select few have succeeded in doing so. Every natural blue feels like a clever illusion, a dance between light and the most delicate structures. So, the next time you catch a glimpse of blue in nature, take a moment to appreciate that it's more than just a color. I find myself captivated by the interplay of biology and physics, where light seems to dance at the intersection of these two realms. Gentle giants experience sorrow for their lost ones. In the midst of the grasses and dust of the savannah, I observe gentle giants engaging in behaviors that are rare among other animals. They reflect on their loss. When an elephant encounters the bones of a deceased relative or friend, it takes a moment to pause and reflect. It gently brushes against the remnants with its trunk. It stays with me. I've noticed that some individuals revisit the same location after many years, thoughtfully reflecting on the bones once more. I've observed gentle giants standing vigil over the dying, remaining close and steadfast, unwilling to depart. Their grief might not mirror our own, yet it resonates profoundly within them. They create deep connections with family, cherish memories of past friends, and appear to hold significant emotional depth. There's a profound realization that brings us to our knees. Empathy, loss, and love might extend beyond just our human experience. Within these magnificent, gentle giants lies a deep and ancient awareness, a profound understanding of the fleeting nature of life. Underwater cities are created by small animal builders. Underwater cities stand out as some of the most colorful ecosystems on our planet. Yet their formation isn't attributed to plants or rocks. They are created by animals. Every coral represents a community of small beings, known as tiny builders. They extend their stinging tentacles to catch plankton, and they create their homes by secreting calcium carbonate, forming the stony skeletons that become reefs. As time passes, these skeletons build up, creating vast underwater formations that can extend for hundreds of miles. Amidst these reefs, I find a vibrant tapestry of life thriving. Fish, crustaceans, mollusks, sea turtles, and so many more creatures. Even though they occupy less than 1% of the ocean floor, underwater cities play a crucial role in sustaining nearly a quarter of all marine life. These cities are vibrant and alive, shaped not by a single vision, but through the gradual efforts of countless individuals whose contributions often go unnoticed. Fragile, vibrant, and profoundly sensitive, reefs serve as a testament to the incredible potential of life, emerging from the tiniest of beginnings. It's fascinating how intelligent blobs can navigate mazes despite lacking a brain. They resemble elements straight out of a science fiction film, and in numerous aspects, their behavior aligns with that notion as well. Intelligent blobs are fascinating single-celled organisms that thrive in soil, decaying wood, and various damp environments. It's fascinating to think that they lack a brain and nervous system, yet they are capable of solving mazes. In my observations of laboratory experiments, I noticed how scientists introduce a slime mold into a maze that has food positioned at 2 exits. The slime expands outward, then retracts, revealing the most effective route connecting the 2 points. It lacks the ability to think. It lacks a plan, yet it manages to find a way. Intelligent blobs navigate their surroundings by utilizing chemical gradients and feedback, showcasing a unique form of distributed intelligence inherent in their biology. I've noticed that they can also be applied to model transportation networks, revealing some unexpected similarities to human systems. It's an intriguing and captivating realization that intelligence manifests in various ways, and not all require a brain. The Amazon creates its own rainfall. The green lung is more than a mere absorber of rain. It plays a crucial role in generating it. Every day, I find myself captivated by the way sunlight gently warms the canopy, prompting billions of trees to release moisture into the air through a fascinating process known as transpiration. The vapor ascends, cools, and transforms into clouds, eventually descending as rain to nourish the forest beneath. The Amazon operates in a remarkable cycle, so extensive and effective that it plays a significant role in creating its own weather patterns. This self-sustaining loop plays a crucial role in regulating the climate of a whole continent and even impacts weather patterns across the Atlantic. The forest represents more than just trees. It embodies a living, interconnected system that resonates with life. When elements of it are diminished due to deforestation or fire, the cycle becomes less resilient. The rain diminishes, while droughts expand. The Amazon is frequently referred to as the lungs of the earth, yet it also serves as the vibrant heart of South America's atmosphere, infusing the air with moisture, vitality, and life. There are frogs that can freeze completely and yet continue to live on. During the quiet chill of winter, certain frogs experience a remarkable change that truly stands out in the animal world. They become still, not only to slow down, but to become completely still. The freeze survivor of North America has the remarkable ability to endure freezing temperatures for days or even weeks. It comes to a halt. Its blood becomes as cold as ice. The organs cease their functions, and the body becomes entirely rigid. Thanks to the natural antifreeze compounds in its tissues, the frog's cells stay intact. As spring arrives and the warmth envelops the world, the ice gives way and the frog stirs from its slumber, leaping away as if the past has faded into nothingness. It's a literal experience, shaped by the journey of evolution in cryogenic survival. I've been reflecting on how scientists are studying these frogs, driven by a desire to uncover ways to preserve human tissues and grasp the depths of extreme biological resilience. At this moment, they quietly embody the essence of adaptation. Small amphibians that challenge the harshness of winter and, with each heartbeat, emerge back into the vibrant world of life. Whales have the remarkable ability to communicate through song across vast ocean distances. Under the ocean's depths, melodies flow softly in the shadows. The calls of ocean giants resonate deeply, long and slow, echoing through the vastness of the ocean for thousands of miles beneath the surface. The low-frequency vocalizations resonate as some of the loudest and deepest sounds produced by any animal, echoing across the quiet depths from coast to coast. Whales utilize their songs for finding mates, navigating, and communicating over great distances. Every community speaks in its unique way, and their music transforms through generations, shared like cherished stories. Certain species, such as the singing whales, produce elaborate melodies that evolve over time, with various whales adding their unique phrases each year. While we may not grasp every detail of their message, we recognize its significance. These sounds carry significance. They are communications exchanged in a vast aquatic realm, among beings that have navigated the planet's oceans far beyond the reach of human recollection. Seeds have the remarkable ability to remain inactive for millennia. Seeds hold the essence of time within their small forms. What might appear as mere objects, devoid of vitality, actually hold within them the essence of life and an extraordinary sense of patience. There are seeds that can lie in wait for years, sometimes even hundreds of years, until the conditions are just right for them to grow. A fascinating instance occurred when a ancient seed, discovered in a 2000-year-old archaeological site, was successfully germinated in contemporary times. It lay dormant through the rise and fall of empires, the passage of seasons, and the embrace of silence, until, with the nurturing touch of water and warmth, it stirred and flourished. Some seeds endure extreme conditions like freezing, fire, or being buried deep beneath the earth. They come with protective layers, intricate chemical compositions, and a heightened awareness of their surroundings. They start anew, when the time feels just right, not a moment sooner. Within each seed lies a subtle assurance, a reminder that life has the capacity to pause, persevere, and flourish once more. A solitary moment of calm, cradling the possibilities ahead within its embrace. Bioluminescence has developed independently on more than 40 occasions. The enchanting glow of night lights, the mesmerizing twinkle of plankton dancing in the surf, and the captivating flicker of a deep-sea anglerfish's lure, all evoke a sense of wonder and connection to the beauty of nature. These lights are not borrowed, they are crafted by the essence of life itself. Bioluminescence, a fascinating ability to generate light through chemical reactions, has emerged independently at least 40 times throughout the diverse branches of life. From bacteria to fungi, from squid to jellyfish, I've come to appreciate how organisms have crafted their unique methods of glowing. Some creatures utilize light as a means to draw in their prey, while others employ it as a signal to deter potential threats. Some people utilize it to connect with potential partners, while others prefer to blend into the background. In the vast depths of the ocean, where the sun's rays can never penetrate, a world of bioluminescence unfolds all around, a shimmering, wandering collection of vibrant celestial bodies. The chemistry feels truly refined. A specific enzyme known as light enzyme engages with a light-emitting molecule, referred to as glow molecule, resulting in the release of energy that manifests as visible light, uncomplicated, tranquil, and breathtaking. A common thread of brilliance that existence has woven repeatedly in caverns, in tides, and in the most remote shadows of obscurity. The essence of your being is woven from the fabric of the cosmos. It's not just poetry, it's a matter of understanding the laws of physics. The calcium in my bones, the very structure that supports my being, was created in the core of ancient stars. As a massive star approaches the end of its life, it undergoes a remarkable transformation, creating elements heavier than helium through the process of nuclear fusion. When a star meets its end in a supernova, it sends those elements drifting through the vastness of space. As time passes, I find that they gradually dissolve into clouds of dust and gas, intertwining and settling until gravity inevitably draws them together again. As planets take shape and oceans swell, on a singular blue planet, the journey of life unfolds. The calcium, iron, carbon, and oxygen that make up my body are all remnants of those ancient stars. You truly experience life within the universe. I see myself as a part of the universe, a unique arrangement that has the capacity to think, breathe, and ponder the mysteries around me. Each of us carries within us the essence of the cosmos, navigating a reality crafted by the interplay of light and the passage of time. I've come to appreciate that certain insects have the ability to perceive ultraviolet light. When I look at a flower, I notice the vibrant colors, perhaps yellow, red, or blue, each one evoking a different feeling within me. However, for numerous insects, particularly pollinator learners, the appearance of flowers is entirely distinct. They have the ability to perceive ultraviolet light, which exists within the spectrum but remains unseen by us. For me, the unassuming petal reveals a world of vibrant patterns, guiding lights, and luminous circles, all crafted to draw me toward the sweet nectar inside. These patterns resonate with a deeper significance. They serve a purpose, developed through shared advantages. The flower undergoes the process of pollination. The bee receives nourishment. Some insects rely on UV vision to help them navigate, locate potential mates, or detect predators. The simple cabbage butterfly perceives the world in ways that are beyond our understanding. Even though we inhabit the same planet, our perceptions of the world around us are uniquely our own. There exists an unseen spectrum surrounding us, brimming with light, signs, and colors that remain just beyond our perception. Pouch pausers have the ability to pause their pregnancies. In the vast expanse of the Australian outback, pouch pausers hold an extraordinary secret. They can pause time within themselves. A mother kangaroo has the remarkable ability to pause the development of a fertilized egg, especially during tough times or when she already has a joey in her pouch. This remarkable process, known as embryonic diapause, allows her body to pause and choose the perfect time to resume the pregnancy journey. She could be caring for one joey outside her womb, another snug in her pouch, and have a third waiting in the wings, all simultaneously. As soon as food is accessible or the pouch is emptied, the embryo continues its growth journey. This approach truly resonates with me as a means to navigate the uncertainties we face today. This remarkable natural pause allows pouch pausers to synchronize their reproduction with astonishing accuracy. In a realm of contrasts, the environment has bestowed upon them adaptability, a skill honed through the ages, ingrained in their very essence. Certain fish have the remarkable ability to alter their sex. Amidst the vibrant turmoil of underwater cities, certain fish hold a remarkable secret within them. They have the ability to transition from male to female, or vice versa. Gender shifters, for instance, thrive in tight-knit social groups, where a clear hierarchy is established. The largest fish is a female, and she is the one who breeds with the dominant male. If she passes away, the male transitions, taking on the role of the new matriarch. In certain species, such as reef transformers, females have the ability to transform into males, typically in response to the absence of the dominant male. This change goes beyond mere actions. It stems from our biology. My hormones are shifting, organs are being restructured, the dynamics shift. This is an instinctive adjustment that supports the continuation of life in ever-changing surroundings. In the ocean, I find that identity is often fluid. It can change based on what I need, the opportunities that arise, or the unpredictable flow of chance. In these subtle shifts, I realize how adaptable life truly is, always ready to change, respond, and astonish me in unexpected ways. Birds find their way by sensing the Earth's magnetic field. Each year, I find myself captivated by the journey of birds as they traverse vast distances, mountains, oceans, and continents, returning to their nesting sites with remarkable accuracy. How do they manage to achieve that? There's something fascinating about how they are inherently connected to the Earth, able to perceive its magnetic field in a way that feels almost instinctual. Certain birds possess small crystals of magnetite within their beaks or heads, functioning as internal compasses. Some individuals might possess unique proteins in their eyes that enable them to perceive magnetic fields as distinct patterns or visual signals. This fascinating ability, known as magnetoception, complements the sun, stars, and terrain in navigating their journey. It's a refined and graceful framework, a timeless blueprint inscribed within the nervous system. While there are still many aspects we haven't fully grasped, we have confidence in its effectiveness. Birds return home not solely through memory or instinct, but by sensing the unseen energies that envelop our planet. I see the Earth as a living entity, breathing and thriving through the intricate dance of the life's loop. I've come to see the Earth as a living entity, pulsating with rhythms that often go unnoticed, and among these, the life's loop stands out as one of its most profound. Carbon travels through the air, water, plants, animals, and rocks in a gradual, interconnected manner. Exhaling allows you to let go of carbon dioxide. During photosynthesis, plants absorb it, creating their leaves, stems, and roots. I've noticed that animals consume those plants. Decomposers play a crucial role in breaking down what remains. They release it into the atmosphere. The oceans take it in. Some of this carbon transforms into fossil fuels, some solidifies into stone, and some remains suspended in the atmosphere. This worldwide interaction plays a crucial role in managing the climate, nurturing life, and influencing ecosystems. It's a journey that transcends not only time, but also the essence of existence. At this moment, I feel that things are out of balance, swayed by our actions as humans. Grasping this cycle allows me to perceive Earth not as unchanging, but as alive and dynamic. Here and there, shadows and illumination, growth and decay, a living system quietly spinning in space. Bacteria were the first builders of Earth's surface. In the beginning, long before the existence of plants and animals, and even prior to the oxygen that fills our lungs, there were bacteria, and some of them built structures that still stand today. Ancient rocks are fascinating ancient formations that resemble rocks, and they can be discovered in shallow waters across the globe. They're made by blue-green algae, microbes that trap and bind sediments over time, layer by layer. Fossilized ancient rocks date back over 3.5 billion years. They're among the oldest evidence of life on Earth. These microbial communities helped shape the planet's surface and atmosphere, releasing oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Eventually, that oxygen changed everything, paving the way for complex life. Today, living ancient rocks can still be found in places like ancient waters. Quiet, strange, and ancient, they stand as monuments to the earliest engineers, builders without tools, architects without eyes, just patient, microscopic life, laying the groundwork for all that followed. Ocean acro-echo hunters have names for each other. In the ocean's shimmering blue, ocean acro-echo hunters communicate with an intricate language of clicks and whistles. But there's something even more remarkable. They seem to have names. Each dolphin develops a unique signature whistle early in life, a kind of acoustic ID. Other ocean acro-echo hunters learn and remember this whistle, using it to call out to specific individuals. It's not mimicry, it's recognition. When researchers played back a dolphin's own signature whistle, the animal responded just like a person might turn when hearing their name. This behavior suggests a level of social memory and identity previously thought to be uniquely human. Ocean acro-echo hunters live in complex, ever-changing groups. Being able to identify and track individuals helps maintain bonds, manage relationships, and navigate their fluid social world. In the deep, ocean acro-echo hunters speak, and in their calls, we glimpse something astonishing: the roots of language echoing beneath the waves. The desert memory was once a lush, green paradise. Today, the desert memory stretches like a golden sea, vast, hot, and dry. But not so long ago, it was something else entirely. Roughly 6,000 to 8,000 years ago, much of the desert memory was green. Rain fell regularly, rivers flowed, lakes shimmered in the sun. Wildlife roamed the grasslands. Gentle giants, crocodiles, giraffes, and humans lived there, leaving behind cave paintings of abundant life. This period, known as the African humid period, was driven by subtle shifts in Earth's orbit, which altered the strength of seasonal monsoons. Eventually, the rains faded, and the desert returned. But deep beneath the sands lie ancient lake beds, fossilized trees, and buried evidence of a world transformed. The desert memory is not just a desert, it's a memory, a reminder that even the harshest landscapes were once soft, green, and alive, and might be again one day. Pollinator learners can understand the concept of zero. They're tiny, they buzz, and they pollinate our world. But pollinator learners can also do something astonishing. They seem to understand zero. In experiments, pollinator learners were trained to associate fewer shapes with a sweet reward. When presented with a blank card, no shapes at all, they correctly chose it over cards with one or more. This suggests that pollinator learners grasp the abstract idea that none is less than some. Only a few animals, like chimpanzees, ocean acro-echo hunters, and parrots, have demonstrated this kind of numerical reasoning. That pollinator learners, with their tiny brains, can do the same is remarkable. It hints at a form of intelligence not limited by brain size, but shaped by need and evolution. Inside a hive, thousands of minds work as one, but even the individual bee holds surprises. Small body, big mind, a quiet buzz, and a brilliant brain. Wolves changed the shape of rivers. When wolves were reintroduced to Wildlife Haven in the 1990s, something incredible happened. They didn't just affect deer populations, they reshaped the entire landscape. With fewer grazing animals, vegetation along riverbanks recovered. Trees and shrubs grew taller. Birds returned. Beavers built dams. The healthier plant life stabilized the soil, reducing erosion and changing how water flowed. In some places, rivers became more narrow and meandering, more stable. This phenomenon, known as a trophic cascade, shows how a single species can affect an entire ecosystem. Wolves, by simply doing what wolves do, created a ripple effect that transformed forests, waterways, and animal populations. It's a powerful reminder that nature is interconnected in ways we often don't see. Every creature plays a role, sometimes subtle, sometimes profound. And in the howl of a returning wolf, the land begins to heal. Flowers can hear the buzz of pollinator learners. We often think of flowers as passive, colorful, fragrant, and still. But some flowers are listening. Research has shown that certain plants can respond to the sound of a bee's buzz. When a pollinator approaches, the vibration of its wings triggers the flower to produce sweeter nectar within just minutes. The flower doesn't have ears, of course, but its petals vibrate in response to sound, acting like sensory organs that detect specific frequencies. This helps ensure the plant offers a better reward exactly when a pollinator is nearby. It's a quiet dialogue. The bee calls, the flower answers. This subtle acoustic awareness adds another layer to how we understand plant behavior. Even without nerves or brains, plants can sense, respond, and adapt in real time. The garden is not silent. It's full of delicate humming conversations. Dual life forms are two organisms living as one. On stones, tree bark, and mountain cliffs, you'll find dual life forms, simple, crusty patches of color clinging to the surface. But these quiet organisms hold a surprising truth. They are not one life form, but two, or sometimes more. A lichen is a partnership between a fungus and an alga, or cyanobacterium. The fungus provides structure and protection. The photosynthetic partner makes food from sunlight. Together, they survive in places too harsh for either alone, from frozen bloom to dry deserts. It's not always a gentle partnership. At times, the fungus takes control, influencing the alga to conform to its will. Yet, what emerges is a sense of resilience, a unique way of living that flourishes in environments where many struggle to survive. Dual life forms hold a timeless significance, providing stability and playing a crucial role in various ecosystems. In my view, they transform rock into fertile soil, nourish us with food, and offer us a sense of shelter. Two distinct species, just one life, a subtle partnership etched into the fabric of existence. Tiny survivors could potentially outlast all other species. They are tiny, soft, and unexpectedly charming. However, I find it fascinating that micro-bears, often referred to as tiny survivors, are considered some of the most resilient organisms on our planet. You've encountered them previously in this list, surviving space. Yet their strength and determination resonate on a much deeper level. Micro-bears have an incredible ability to survive extreme conditions, including freezing temperatures, boiling heat, intense radiation, crushing pressure, and complete dehydration. I've discovered them on mountaintops, at the bottom of oceans, and deep within solid ice. In tough times, they retreat into a dormant state known as a tun, essentially putting life on hold. In this condition, they have the potential to endure for many decades, perhaps even centuries. There are scientists who think that microbears might endure even the most catastrophic extinction events that eliminate larger species, such as asteroid strikes or widespread radiation. They may not be unbeatable, yet their level of preparation is truly remarkable. In the stillness of the world, the water bear resides, small, yet timeless, poised, for a fresh start. Underground queens experience aging in a way that sets them apart from other mammals. They have an unusual appearance, marked by wrinkles, and they make their homes beneath the surface. Underground queens truly stand out as one of the most intriguing mammals in existence today. In contrast to many beings, they appear to challenge the typical processes of aging. As they age, their mortality risk doesn't follow the usual pattern of increase. They have the ability to resist cancer, adapt to low oxygen environments, and can live for as long as 30 years, a surprisingly extended period for a small creature. Their cells continue to maintain stability. Proteins they possess are remarkably resilient to damage. A 5-year-old mole rat really resembles a 25-year-old one quite closely, at least within myself. They inhabit intricate underground colonies centered around a sole-breeding queen, resembling the social structures of insects. I've come to appreciate how scientists delve into these subjects, seeking insights into longevity, cancer resistance, and the ability to thrive under stress. In the shadowy tunnels below the surface, these beings exist in silence, delicate and diminutive. Yet they hold mysteries that could potentially benefit us all in the future. I've come to realize that the human body is made up of trillions of cells, each one playing a unique role in our overall existence. We are a blend of cosmic elements and personal narratives, composed of approximately 30 trillion cells. Each breath I take, every thought I have, and each heartbeat I feel is a testament to the intricate dance of countless microscopic components, each fulfilling its unique purpose. Muscle cells engage in contraction, neurons activate, red blood cells play a crucial role in transporting oxygen throughout the body. My skin cells are constantly renewing. Cells in the gut play a crucial role in the process of digestion. My immune cells stand guard. The combination of these varied cells creates a cohesive whole, one individual, composed of many. Yet, I feel that my body embodies a vibrant sense of movement. Cells continuously undergo a cycle of death and renewal. Each day, I find myself reconstructing my identity, one piece at a time. You're always evolving. I see myself as a harmonious blend of countless cells working together. Yet, in my experience, everything seems to find its own equilibrium. Even in this moment of stillness, countless cells are diligently functioning to maintain your well-being. There is so much more to you than a single identity. Within you lies a vibrant community, a remarkable harmony that resonates gently beneath the surface. Certain parrots have the ability to outsmart even the most skilled toddler. They bring vibrancy, engage in lively conversations, and have a delightful sense of playfulness. However, I find that parrots rank among the most intelligent creatures on Earth. I've come to realize that certain species, such as the talking genius, possess remarkable abilities. They can count, comprehend concepts like same and different, and even understand the notion of zero. There was a remarkable parrot named Alex, who demonstrated an impressive ability to recognize colors, shapes, and quantities. He was able to articulate his desires, share his frustrations, and tackle intricate questions. In various tasks, he matched or even exceeded the abilities of a human toddler. In the wild, parrots demonstrate their intelligence by solving problems, navigating social dynamics, and even employing tools. Their brains have a unique structure compared to ours, yet evolution has discovered a similar route. When a parrot speaks, it goes beyond mere mimicry. It might actually be engaging in thought. Vibrant feathers, sharper thoughts, and a small bird that could surprise you with its intelligence. The ocean is a vast realm, teeming with more life than all the land put together. We traverse the earth. We exist under the vast expanse of the sky. Yet, a significant portion of life on our planet remains concealed beneath the ocean's surface. The ocean, which envelops over 70% of our planet's surface, is home to an incredible majority of all living biomass. From the smallest plankton to the grandest whales, from luminous jellies to vast forests of kelp, I find myself in awe of the incredible diversity of marine life that flourishes in countless forms. Underwater cities, open water, and deep trenches each nurture their own distinct communities. Just one drop of seawater holds a fascinating world, teeming with thousands of microscopic organisms. We've barely scratched the surface of what lies beneath the deep ocean. A lot of it still feels untouched, shrouded in mystery, and full of life that I have yet to discover. The sea is alive, filled with vibrant life, a rich, vibrant realm hidden below, alive with movement and melody. The most magnificent wilderness on our planet is a deep shade of blue. In a serene grove in Utah, there exists what could be the oldest living organism on our planet. It appears to be nothing more than a group of common trees, their leaves quivering gently in the breeze. Yet, if you look closely, you can see the underlying connections that bind them together. Eternal Grove is a remarkable clonal colony of quaking aspens. Every trunk you observe shares the same genetic makeup, connected to a root system that could be more than 80,000 years old. Eternal Grove reproduces in ways other than through seeds. Rather, it generates new stems from its roots, evolving through generations, creating a vibrant forest that embodies a single tree. Even as separate trunks may perish and regenerate, the essence of the organism persists through time. It has endured through ice ages, storms, and the passage of time. A forest that embodies a singular essence, timeless, serene, and undeniably vibrant. Grounded in my surroundings, and continually striving for the heights above, I've come to realize that some viruses can actually have positive effects. When I reflect on viruses, my mind often goes to the concept of illness. However, it's important to recognize that not every virus poses a threat. Certain elements significantly influence our existence, development, and overall well-being. Some viruses specifically target harmful bacteria in our gut, playing a crucial role in keeping our microbial balance in check. People can impact gene expression, integrate beneficial DNA into our genomes, or assist cells in coping with stress. A fascinating aspect of our genetic makeup is that almost 8% of the human genome is derived from ancient viral DNA, a legacy that has been transmitted through millions of years. Many of these viral genes have become essential to our biology, playing crucial roles in processes like brain development and reproduction. Viruses represent more than mere invaders. They hold significance in my journey and shape what lies ahead. Delicate strands, intricately intertwined with our essence. They can be seen not just as threats, but also as potential allies. It's fascinating to think that ancient swimmers have existed on our planet for a longer time than trees. This perspective really shifts how I view the natural world and its history. From my viewpoint, ancient swimmers embody the essence of contemporary predators, streamlined, swift, and thrilling. However, their heritage runs deeper than it seems. Ancient swimmers have been around for more than 400 million years. In contrast, trees emerged on Earth approximately 350 million years ago. Ancient swimmers have been gliding through Earth's oceans long before any leaf ever cast a shadow on the land. They have endured 5 mass extinctions, even the one that led to the demise of the dinosaurs. Their fundamental body structure has remained largely unchanged throughout history, highlighting just how effective and well-suited they are to their environment. Today, we see the fascinating presence of deep-sea lantern ancient swimmers among modern ancient swimmers. Yet, each one embodies a history that stretches back through the ages, a heritage that feels almost beyond comprehension. Every stroke in the water reflects a journey shaped by time, calm, resilient, and lasting. I've come to appreciate how rainforests create their own clouds. Rainforests do more than just respond to the weather. They play a crucial role in shaping it. Each day, I observe how trees absorb water from the ground and release it through their leaves in a fascinating process known as transpiration. The moisture ascends into the atmosphere, where it transforms into clouds. In regions such as the Amazon, the ongoing movement of water plays a crucial role in maintaining rainfall patterns, not only in my immediate surroundings, but throughout broader areas. A thriving forest creates a climate that nurtures itself. Yet, the loss of trees resonates deeply within us. When there's less moisture, it leads to a decrease in clouds and, ultimately, a reduction in rainfall. There comes a moment when the forest may no longer be able to support itself. Rainforests embody vibrant ecosystems that actively shape our world. They are the very essence of the atmosphere, exhaling mist, clouds, and vitality. Being beneath the canopy feels like being in the very essence of a continent's breath. I've noticed that some crabs choose to adorn themselves with living sponges. In the coastal shallows, I observe a small creature engaging in a unique form of camouflage, revealing a personal connection to its environment. Decorated crabs don't merely blend into their surroundings. They truly integrate and embody them. They thoughtfully gather fragments of algae, seaweed, and sponges, securing them to their shells with hooked hairs. Some individuals even attach live sponges to their backs, allowing them to grow as they move through their environment. This fulfills various roles, such as evading predators, blending into the environment, and occasionally acquiring chemical defenses. The sponge could potentially emit toxins or off-putting flavors, which might detract from the crab's appeal. It's a partnership, not entirely harmonious, but definitely on the right track. A dynamic coral formation, a being that dons its habitat as if it were an outfit, perpetually modifying itself to stay hidden from view. In the stillness of the waters, the act of concealment transforms into a form of expression. There are billions of insects for every single human being. Insects truly hold dominion over our planet. For each person on this planet, there are roughly 200 million insects. They inhabit every ecosystem, ranging from the lush canopies of rainforests to the icy expanses of tundras, from the arid sands of deserts to the vibrant shores of oceans. Beetles represent an astonishing portion of the diversity of animal life, accounting for nearly a quarter of all known species. Insects play a vital role in our ecosystem by pollinating crops, recycling nutrients, breaking down waste, and providing sustenance for numerous other species. They have endured for more than 400 million years, navigating through every extinction event that has come their way. Some exist for mere moments, while others journey through many years. People create urban landscapes, engage in conflicts, and cultivate the land. Societies can be intricate, and the ways they adapt are limitless. Even though they may seem insignificant, their impact is profound, influencing the world in ways that often go unnoticed. While we might envision ourselves as the rulers of this world, it's important to recognize that the insects have existed long before us and will probably continue to thrive long after we are no longer here. I've come to appreciate how dancing feathers engage in intricate dances as part of their mating rituals. In the lush rainforests of New Guinea and its surrounding islands, the dancing feathers reveal a beauty that feels almost surreal. Feathers glisten in vibrant shades of metallic blue, fiery orange, and deep velvet black. Some sprout plumes that resemble streamers, while others gracefully unfold like fans or dance on elongated tail wires. However, it goes beyond mere appearances. The dances of these birds are truly fascinating, with each species showcasing its unique choreography. They leap, twirl, bend, and strike, poses in exact patterns, accompanied by sharp clicks, melodic whistles, and gentle flutters. From my viewpoint, females observe from a distance, selecting partners according to their abilities and actions. This rigorous process has led to the development of some of the most remarkable characteristics found in the animal kingdom. Every dance tells a personal tale, woven with threads of patience, expression, and the vibrant chaos of life's creativity. In these courtship rituals, I see a captivating display of evolution's creativity and nature's penchant for the extraordinary. I've come to appreciate how spiders produce silk that surpasses steel in strength, In the serene spaces of attics, among trees, and by garden gates, I find that spiders create something truly remarkable. The silk they produce, extracted in fine, intricate strands, stands out as one of the most resilient materials found in nature. When considering strength and flexibility, spider silk surpasses steel, even when compared weight for weight. It has the ability to stretch without breaking, absorb significant energy, and create intricate structures such as webs, nets, and egg sacs. Every thread consists of proteins, meticulously arranged in tiny patterns, crafted with flawless precision. Various spiders create distinct types of silk, each serving a unique function, whether it be sticky, smooth, tough, or soft. There are those that can create silk even while submerged or soaring through the sky. I've been reflecting on how scientists are exploring spider silk for its potential in medical sutures, bulletproof materials, and lightweight engineering. It's fascinating to see how nature can inspire innovative solutions in various fields. For the moment, the spider weaves in silence, creating wonders from within, one delicate thread at a time. Night lights communicate with one another through their light. On warm summer nights, I find the darkness filled with the enchanting glow of tiny flashes of light. Night lights, often referred to as lightning bugs, use their unique bioluminescent signals to communicate. Their blinking patterns are fascinatingly diverse, differing by species, region, and even gender. Individuals soar through the sky, showcasing distinct patterns. Women engage with thoughtful responses from their surroundings, whether it's the grass or the trees. It's a conversation of attraction, expressed in a gentle manner. Certain species have a tendency to blink slowly, while others do so at a much faster rate. Some radiate a gentle, consistent light. Within their bodies, night lights combine substances such as glow molecule and oxygen to generate a cold, luminous glow, a fascinating process that emits no heat. It feels like a serene and captivating dialogue that nature shares with us. However, night lights utilize their glow as a signal to deter potential threats. Certain species have a bitter flavor or possess mild toxicity. Their glow captivates me, embodying both beauty and a message, a vibrant expression that twirls through the shadows. I've noticed that certain monkeys have a fascinating way of using medicinal plants for healing purposes. In the lush forests of Africa and South America, certain monkeys engage in activities beyond just consuming plants. They serve as a form of healing for me. I've noticed that researchers have found chimpanzees and other primates intentionally looking for bitter, non-nutritive plants when they are feeling unwell or hurt. They consume the inner parts of particular stems, ingest coarse leaves entirely, or apply specific substances to their skin. I've come to appreciate that many of these plants hold unique properties, such as antibacterial, antifungal, or antiparasitic compounds. For instance, I've noticed that chimpanzees dealing with intestinal parasites tend to consume bitter leaves that assist in eliminating the worms. They engage with these plants thoughtfully, using them only when they notice specific symptoms arising. This practice is referred to as zoopharmacognosy, where animals engage in self-medication. It questions the belief that healing remedies are solely for humans. Whether it's something I've always known or learned from those before me, it uncovers a deeper understanding within me. Within the branches and leaves, a pharmacy stands ready, and certain animals have already discovered its uses. I've come to realize that algae play a crucial role in generating the oxygen we rely on every day. Each breath I take feels like a precious gift, coming not only from the trees, but also from the vast ocean. Small organisms known as ocean oxygen makers float near the ocean's surface, engaging in photosynthesis, much like plants do. They harness sunlight, utilize carbon dioxide, and produce oxygen. Even though they are incredibly small, these algae are responsible for generating over half of the oxygen we breathe on Earth. They create an unseen base for marine food chains, nurturing everything from krill to whales. However, I believe their contribution to the atmosphere is equally essential. Without their presence, the equilibrium of gases in our atmosphere would shift, leading to alterations in the climate we experience. Ocean oxygen makers are influenced by temperature, currents, and nutrients, showing a profound sensitivity to shifts in the ocean environment. Though they remain hidden from the shore, I sense their presence all around me, a radiant cloud swirling beneath the surface. As you breathe out, take a moment to realize that the ocean is sharing this rhythm with you. Tool users have the ability to think ahead. In the serene nooks of both forests and urban landscapes, teams navigate their day with intention and impressive insight. I've noticed that these birds, part of the corvid family, exhibit fascinating behaviors, like saving tools for later, hiding food in safe spots, and even engaging in bartering for rewards. In my observations, tool users have demonstrated a remarkable ability to prioritize long-term rewards over immediate gratification, opting for a less appealing treat now for the promise of something more satisfying in the future. I've observed them using sticks to fish out food, bending wires into hooks, and demonstrating a clear understanding of cause and effect. Some individuals carry the memories of those who have wronged them, holding onto grudges that can last for years. I've come to realize that their intelligence is comparable to that of intelligent primates, even though their brains are significantly smaller. Tool users demonstrate a remarkable ability to plan for the future, showcasing a level of thoughtfulness that sets them apart from many other animals that tend to rely solely on instinct. They embody a thoughtful approach, navigating challenges with calmness, wrapped in their delicate attire, observing, absorbing, and reflecting. I've come to appreciate how snakes have the ability to perceive heat through their faces. For certain snakes, their perception goes beyond just what is visible in light. They have the ability to perceive heat as well. Pit vipers, pythons, and boas have unique features known as pit receptors, which are small openings on their faces that allow them to sense infrared radiation. This enables them to detect the body heat of warm-blooded prey, even in complete darkness. The way they see things is different from how humans perceive the world. It resembles a thermal map, with a radiant outline of warm forms set against a cooler backdrop. From my perspective, this remarkable ability truly enhances the snake's effectiveness during their nighttime hunts, allowing them to strike with incredible precision. It's not just magic, it's the intricate dance of physics harmonizing with biology. Some scientists liken it to possessing a sixth sense, perceiving the world through heat rather than light. It's important to remember that each species experiences its own unique reality, influenced by the evolutionary tools they've been provided and their specific survival needs. The frozen bloom experiences a sudden and vibrant burst of life. Throughout much of the year, the frozen bloom lies in a deep slumber, enveloped by ice, wind, and an overwhelming stillness. Yet, as summer comes, fleeting, vibrant, and intense, a transformation occurs. In just a few days, the once frozen soil begins to soften. The sun lingers in the sky for most of the day, while the earth bursts forth with a stunning array of flowers, mosses, and grasses, creating a truly awe-inspiring scene. It's a sudden realization. It's a vibrant burst of hues, fragrances, and vitality. I've come to appreciate the gentle hum of pollinators around me. Birds come back to their home. Mammals seek out food and nurture their offspring. Everything needs to unfold quickly, often within a mere 8 weeks before winter makes its return. It feels like a surge of vitality that resonates throughout the entire food web. The tundra, despite its harshness and stillness, has a unique way of embracing the present. In this timeless dance of quiet and growth, I find my own pace alongside the sun. I've come across this fascinating fungus that has the ability to transform ants into what can only be described as zombies. Within the depths of tropical forests, a subtle and haunting change takes place. A fascinating parasitic fungus, zombie fungus unilateralis, invades ants and manipulates their actions. Upon entering, the fungus begins to infiltrate the ant's body, ultimately making its way to the brain. The ant, resilient and determined, finds itself needing to venture away from its colony, scaling a plant stem and securing itself onto a leaf or twig. In that moment, it meets its end. While the fungus thrives and expands, a stalk emerges from the back of the ant's head, dispersing spores into the air to spread its influence to others. It's a reality we're living in. This is a biological strategy that has been refined through millions of years of evolution. While it is unsettling, it serves as a powerful reminder of the profound impact evolution can have on behavior. The forest reveals a captivating beauty, yet it carries with it a certain haunting grace. At times, it's astonishing how the tiniest creatures can hold such formidable influence. I've come to appreciate the fascinating ability of ocean shapeshifters to liquefy their bodies. Initially, a sea cucumber may seem unremarkable, merely a soft, sausage-shaped being resting on the ocean floor. Yet, it possesses an extraordinary capability. It has the ability to transform into a liquid state. In moments of threat, or when maneuvering through confined areas, a sea cucumber demonstrates its remarkable ability to change the rigidity of its body by reorganizing the proteins within its connective tissue. In an instant, it transforms from a firm and solid state to something almost jelly-like, effortlessly filling in gaps and crevices for protection. Then, in an instant, it can regain its strength once more. There are species that can actually expel parts of their internal organs as a way to defend themselves, and they have the remarkable ability to regenerate those parts later on. It's a unique approach to navigating challenges, adapting effortlessly without the constraints of physical form or deliberate intention. Gentle, quiet, and uniquely enchanting. In the gentle ebb and flow of the ocean, the sea cucumber moves gracefully, transforming and adapting like the very essence of existence. Antarctic survivors possess a unique adaptation that allows them to thrive in frigid waters as they contain antifreeze proteins in their blood. In the frigid depths of the Antarctic, many beings would succumb to the cold. However, the Antarctic survivors does not. What's the hidden truth? Golant for your engine. Antarctic survivors possess unique proteins in their blood that inhibit the formation of ice crystals. These antifreeze proteins attach to small ice particles, preventing their growth and serving as a biochemical barrier against the cold. Antarctic survivors possess a range of fascinating adaptations that set them apart. Without sufficient red blood cells and hemoglobin, their blood takes on a pale, nearly translucent hue. Oxygen simply dissolves into their blood plasma, allowing it to be transported throughout their bodies. They navigate the icy waters with a deliberate grace, enduring conditions that would be lethal to many other creatures. Their unusual biology offers a glimpse into the remarkable ways life can adjust to thrive in harsh environments. In the quiet depths beneath the Antarctic ice, the Antarctic survivor's glides with its soft blood and cold heart, embodying a distinctiveness that captivates the imagination. I've come to appreciate how mound builders construct their mounds, creating a natural system for air conditioning. At first glance, a termite mound might seem like nothing more than a simple heap of soil. Yet, beneath the surface, it reveals an astonishing feat of nature, a community crafted by tiny architects. There are mounds that rise over 30 feet high, containing millions of mound builders within a sophisticated, layered system of chambers and tunnels. The ventilation is truly impressive. I've come to appreciate how mound builders create their mounds to manage temperature and airflow through convection currents. Warm air naturally rises and flows out through the vents, while cooler air is pulled in from below, creating a dynamic exchange that feels quite refreshing. This passive air conditioning creates a consistent internal atmosphere, regardless of the drastic changes in outside temperatures. No predefined plans, no architects involved. It's all about trusting my instincts, learning through repetition, and working together with others. It's an organic way to manage the climate, done without any tools or technology. In the earth below us, insects have created intricate structures that are not only quiet and efficient, but also remarkably suited to their environment, reflecting a unique perspective on life. I've come to appreciate the fascinating ways in which some lizards can squirt blood from their eyes. It may seem like a myth, but it's undeniably true. The blood shooter, native to certain regions of North America, showcases a truly unique and striking way to defend itself. It has the ability to shoot blood from its eyes. When faced with danger from predators, particularly canines, the lizard responds by elevating the pressure in tiny blood vessels around its eyes until they burst. A thin stream of blood, mingled with unpleasant chemicals, shoots out, occasionally reaching several feet. This unexpected and striking display can bewilder or deter threats, allowing the lizard to make its getaway. The lizard isn't affected negatively, and the vessels recover swiftly. Although it might appear drastic, it's merely one of the many unusual adaptations that animals have developed to thrive in their environments. In a world filled with peril, I find that even the smallest sacrifice can serve as a form of protection. The blood shooter, with its small size and armored appearance, serves as a reminder of the endless creativity found in nature. In my view, the origins of life can be traced back to the mysterious depths of the ocean. In the beginning, before the existence of forests, fish, bones, or even eyes, life emerged from the depths of darkness. In the depths of Earth's ancient oceans, I find myself captivated by the deep-sea origins that released mineral-rich water into the vast sea around them. The environment around these vents was intense, with searing heat, overwhelming pressure, and complete darkness. And yet, in its own way, life managed to establish a presence. The earliest life forms were basic, single-celled entities, lacking nuclei, and they thrived on chemicals instead of sunlight. I believe that this process, referred to as chemosynthesis, could represent the earliest form of metabolism. In these deep-sea environments, I find a fascinating world filled with strange and resilient life, like tube worms, clams, and heat-loving microbes that flourish in the darkness. There are thoughts among some scientists that comparable vents could be found on other ocean worlds, such as Europa or Enceladus. If that's the case, perhaps life starts similarly, away from the brilliance of stars, emerging in the gentle warmth of stone. The ocean's deepest areas might very well be its most ancient beginnings. I've always found it fascinating how arm regenerators have the ability to regrow their arms. Under the waves, arm regenerators moves gently along the ocean floor, tranquil, quiet, and beautifully unique. When it loses an arm to a predator, it remains calm and composed. It rejuvenates itself. Arm regenerators possess an incredible ability to regenerate. There are species capable of regenerating not just one arm, but an entire body from a single severed limb, provided that a portion of the central disc is intact. This capability stems from a distinctive arrangement of stem cells and a decentralized nervous system. The arm regenerators operates without a brain, relying instead on a nerve ring and a network of tubes that enable its movement and sensory experiences. It evolves gradually, with a sense of calm, reshaping its very essence. In my view, the study of arm regenerators offers fascinating insights into wound healing and regeneration that could have profound implications for other species, including humans. In the calm of the reef, the arm regenerators offers a gentle reminder that healing is achievable and life has the capacity to regenerate, step by step. Egg-laying mammals are unique creatures that lay eggs, yet nourish their young with milk. The platypus is truly one of Earth's most remarkable and distinct creatures. It possesses the bill of a duck, the tail of a beaver, and the webbed feet of an otter. It reproduces by laying eggs, similar to reptiles, yet nurtures its offspring with milk, akin to mammals. This fascinating being is among the rare 5 monotremes, unique mammals that choose to lay eggs rather than give birth to live young. Caterpillars lack nipples. Instead, milk seeps through the pores of their skin, and the babies eagerly lap it from their mother's fur. I've come to appreciate that males possess venomous spurs on their hind legs. They navigate the depths with their eyes shut, relying on the unique ability of their bills to sense the subtle electrical signals emitted by their prey. The platypus embodies a fascinating blend of contradictions, almost as if nature is playfully teasing us, yet it undeniably exists. A timeless presence from a rich heritage, continuing to navigate the waters of Australia. Echo hunters, with their soft and secretive nature, embody a wonderfully odd charm as they navigate the darkness, using echoes to perceive their surroundings. As darkness envelops the world and silence reigns, I find myself captivated by the echo hunters that soar above, navigating their surroundings through the echoes of sound rather than the limitations of sight. Echo hunters use echolocation by sending out high-frequency calls that reflect off the objects around them. Through attentive listening, one can discern the dimensions, contours, proximity, and even the feel of the surroundings. Some individuals possess the remarkable ability to catch a mosquito in mid-air, relying solely on their acoustic map. Their calls are incredibly precise, allowing them to navigate through dense forests, weave between branches, and slip through openings no wider than their wingspan. While not every bat relies on echolocation, the ones that do truly exemplify the remarkable efficiency of nature's flyers and hunters. They perceive darkness in a way that differs from our own understanding. They perceive the vastness of space. In that unseen realm of whispers and movements, the night transforms into a vibrant tapestry of shapes, beats, and energy. Counting traps, keep track before they close their jaws. In the humid, sunlit swamps of the Carolinas, a silent hunter lies in wait. The Venus flytrap doesn't move often, but when it does, it moves with purpose. The leaves resemble open jaws, adorned with fine trigger hairs. When an insect touches one hair, nothing happens. Gently touch 2 strands of hair, or the same one again within roughly 20 seconds, and then let go. The trap closes in a fraction of a second. Why the delay? Because counting helps avoid false alarms, like falling raindrops or debris. Only the movements of a real, active prey will trigger the trap. Once closed, the fly trap seals tight and digests the insect over several days. Then it opened again, ready for the next visitor. It's not thinking, but it's sensing, timing, responding. A plant that measures motion and acts. Pebble proposers propose with pebbles. On the rocky shores of Antarctica, love takes a quiet and unusual form. When it's time to mate, many species of pebble proposers, especially Adali and Gentoo, begin a delicate courtship with a simple gift, a pebble. The male searches carefully for a smooth, round stone and presents it to the female with a small bow or offering gesture. If she accepts, she places it in her nest, and the two begin building a home together, stone by stone. These nests protect eggs from melting snow and keep them elevated above the cold ground. The best pebbles are in high demand, and sometimes pebble proposers will sneak stones from their neighbors' nests. But often, the offering is sincere, a gift, a gesture, a beginning. In the frozen quiet of the South, love speaks, not in song or scent, but with the clink of stone against stone. Some birds can sleep while flying, high above the waves, where there's no place to rest. Some birds have mastered a remarkable skill, sleeping on the wing. Species like the frigate bird and the alpine swift can stay aloft for days or even weeks, gliding across vast distances without ever landing. To survive such journeys, they sleep with only half their brain at a time, a phenomenon called unihemispheric slow wave sleep. One side of the brain rests, while the other stays alert enough to guide flight and avoid danger. Their eyes even take turns staying open. It's not deep sleep, but it's enough. While soaring over the sea, they drift in and out of awareness, cradled by the wind. Nature has found a way for rest and motion to coexist, a gentle balance of vigilance and surrender. And in the quiet sky, some dreams are carried on wings. The human brain runs on tiny electrical sparks. Beneath your thoughts, beneath your dreams, your brain glows with quiet fire. Every idea, every memory, every motion begins as an electrical signal, a spark leaping between neurons in the darkness. Your brain contains roughly 86 billion of these cells, each forming thousands of connections, creating an intricate web of communication. These tiny impulses travel down axons, jump across synapses, and cascade into patterns that become feelings, words, and decisions. It's not electricity like in a wire. It's biological, flowing through ion channels, fueled by chemical gradients. The result is a storm of light and thought, always changing, always alive. Even in deep sleep, your brain hums with low rhythms, waves of electricity pulsing beneath your skull. You are not powered by wires or gears, but by sparks, tiny flickers that give rise to awareness. Color masters can disappear in plain sight. Color masters are masters of vanishing. These soft-bodied cephalopods can change the color, texture, and pattern of their skin in the blink of an eye, blending perfectly with sand, rocks, or coral. They achieve this using specialized cells called chromatophores, iridophores, and leucophores, which expand or contract to create shifting colors and optical effects. Even more incredibly, color masters are colorblind. They can't see color the way we do, and yet they match their surroundings with uncanny accuracy. Some scientists believe they use brightness, contrast, and polarization to guide their camouflage. Color masters can mimic not only color, but also texture, raising bumps or flattening their skin to match the surface they rest on. It's not just for hiding, it's for communication, hunting, and play. One creature, infinite disguises. A living canvas that paints itself anew with every breath. The moon controls the breeding of coral. On certain nights of the year, under the light of a full moon, underwater cities begin to glow, not with light, but with life. All at once, corals across entire reefs release their eggs and sperm into the ocean in a synchronized spawning event. This happens with breathtaking precision, often just once a year, and timed to the lunar cycle. The moon's gravity, light, and rhythm cue the corals to act together, increasing the chances of fertilization in the vast sea. For a brief window, the water is filled with drifting life, a snowstorm of new beginnings. Coral spawning is one of the most spectacular reproductive events in nature. Though these animals are stationary, they still dance to the rhythm of celestial bodies. In the quiet reef, the moon calls, and life answers. Frogs use their eyes to swallow. Frogs may not chew, but they do something even stranger to get their food down. They blink. When a frog captures prey with its sticky tongue and pulls it into its mouth, it doesn't just rely on throat muscles to swallow. It pulls its eyes downward, literally sinking them into its skull. This motion presses against the top of the mouth, helping to push the food toward the throat. You can sometimes see it happen. A slow blink, a gentle squeeze, and down goes the meal. It's a perfect example of how evolution repurposes what's available. No extra tools, just a clever solution using what's already there. In frogs, even sight becomes part of digestion. A blink that's more than a blink, a strange, silent push from behind the eyes. Plants can send warnings through the air. When a plant is attacked by a hungry caterpillar, for example, it doesn't suffer in silence. It sends a warning. Some plants release volatile chemicals into the air, signaling nearby plants that danger is near. These neighbors may then boost their defenses, producing bitter compounds, toxins, or even toughening their leaves. It's a kind of chemical conversation, subtle and invisible to us, but powerful in the world of plants. The messages can even be specific. A tomato plant may send different signals depending on whether it's being chewed by an insect or infected by a fungus. Some scientists believe this airborne messaging evolved to give related plants, like offspring, a better chance of survival. So the next time you walk through a garden or forest, remember, it's not silent. It's humming with information, leaf to leaf, root to root. Some trees can clone themselves for millennia. In a grove somewhere in the high mountains of Utah or Scandinavia, a tree grows and grows and grows, but not in the way we usually imagine. Some tree species, like quaking aspens, can reproduce by cloning themselves. A single tree sends out roots underground, which sprout new stems at the surface. Each new trunk may appear to be a separate tree, but genetically, it's part of the same organism. One such clonal colony, named Eternal Grove, is estimated to be over 80,000 years old. That means it began growing when woolly mammoths still walked the earth. Even if individual trunks die, the root system lives on, pushing up new growth year after year, century after century. It's a forest that is also one being, ancient, quiet, and spread across generations. In this hidden persistence, time takes root and life endures. Earthworms are natural soil engineers. Beneath your feet, in the dark, damp soil, earthworms are hard at work. They may seem simple, blind, silent, and slow, but they play a crucial role in shaping the world around us. As they tunnel, earthworms aerate the soil, creating space for roots to grow and for water and air to circulate. They eat decaying organic matter, digest it, and return it to the earth as nutrient-rich castings. This process helps build healthy soil, the foundation of forests, farms, and food chains. Their movement also mixes layers of soil, redistributing minerals and organic material. Charles Darwin once said that it may be doubted whether there are many other animals which have played so important a part in the history of the world. Quiet, tireless, and unseen, earthworms are architects of life itself. In every garden, meadow, and forest, they shape the ground beneath our feet. Giraffes sleep less than 2 hours a day. Towering above the savanna, giraffes seem almost too tall to rest, and in a way, they are. These gentle giants sleep for as little as 30 minutes to 2 hours per day, usually in short bursts. Their sleep is often taken standing up, though they occasionally lie down for brief, deep sleep phases, curling their long necks back like a bow. Why so little sleep? Because being tall and slow makes them vulnerable to predators. So they've evolved to stay alert. Even in moments of relaxation, I find that one person in the group tends to stay alert and attentive. Even with limited sleep, giraffes exhibit a remarkable level of activity, curiosity, and social complexity. It's fascinating to consider how some species manage to flourish with minimal rest. Their biology appears to be perfectly adapted for survival in vast, open environments. Amidst the vastness of the night sky, as lions and hyenas wander, the giraffe finds itself lost in a fleeting dream. I've come to realize that microbes have the ability to consume plastic. Plastic, which we once considered to be eternal, might not be as enduring as we once thought. Recently, I've come across fascinating discoveries about microbes that have the ability to break down specific types of plastic. Certain bacteria and fungi have the ability to produce enzymes that can break down polyethylene terephthalate, PET, which is widely used in bottles and packaging. While their process may not be the fastest, it is undeniably effective, transforming synthetic waste into simpler compounds that they can readily absorb. I've discovered that these microbes exist in various places, such as landfills, soil, and even within the guts of insects. This discovery inspires a sense of optimism for finding more sustainable solutions to address plastic pollution. I've been reflecting on how engineers are exploring ways to improve or duplicate these enzymes for more effective, large-scale recycling. While it may not resolve every issue related to waste, it certainly marks the start of something meaningful. Amidst the chaos we've created, I see life adjusting, discovering fresh opportunities, new sustenance, and innovative paths to continue thriving. I've noticed that Arctic foxes transform their fur color as the seasons shift. In the chilly expanse of the north, I find myself captivated by the Arctic fox as it glides quietly over the snow and rocks. The fur transforms with the seasons, serving as a natural cloak that adapts between blending in and thriving. During winter, The fox's coat transforms into a pristine white, seamlessly blending with the ice and snow around it. During the summer, it sheds its old coat for a brown or grayish one, blending seamlessly with the rocks and tundra grasses around it. This adaptation allows it to evade predators and stealthily approach its prey, ranging from birds to lemmings. The fur of the Arctic fox is remarkably thick, providing insulation against some of the most extreme temperatures on the planet, which can drop to as low as -50 degrees Celsius. It actually develops fur on the bottoms of its feet. With each passing season, it transforms alongside the land it traverses, a creature of fur, adapting to the rhythms of nature. The deep sea is filled with extraordinary and unfamiliar creatures. Under the bright light of day, beyond what is visible, exists a realm that seems to belong to the realm of imagination rather than our own planet. The deep sea, with its cold, dark, and pressurized environment, hosts creatures that are truly unique compared to those on land. I've come across fish adorned with lanterns on their heads, translucent predators that intrigue me, glowing jellyfish that captivate my imagination, and spindly crabs that move with a mechanical grace. There are those who thrive on the chemicals released by deep sea origins. Some wander through a perpetual dusk, glowing softly and moving at a languid pace. These creatures endure immense pressure and icy conditions, yet they flourish remarkably. In the absence of light, it's fascinating to see how many have adapted in unique ways, developing unusual features, large mouths, peculiar forms, or even the ability to become invisible. Having delved into just a small part of the deep ocean, I find what we've encountered to be truly breathtaking. A hidden world beneath our feet, serene and expansive, teeming with life that patiently resides in the shadows. I've noticed that certain birds have developed the ability to use tools for hunting. While we typically think of tool use as a trait exclusive to primates or humans, I've come to appreciate that certain birds in the wild demonstrate remarkable intelligence as well. Tool users, ravens, and particularly New Caledonian tool users, have caught my attention with their remarkable ability to manipulate sticks, leaves, and even hawks to reach insects hidden in crevices. However, they are not by themselves. I've noticed that green herons have a fascinating strategy. They drop small objects onto the water's surface to attract fish closer, making it easier for them to catch their meal. In the Galapagos, woodpecker finches demonstrate remarkable ingenuity by using twigs as tools, while Egyptian vultures showcase their resourcefulness by employing rocks to break open ostrich eggs. These birds not only discover tools, but they also select them with intention, adapt them, and employ them in ways that are uniquely suited to particular challenges. Sometimes, young birds observe their elders, absorbing wisdom that is shared through generations. It's about finding solutions, creating new ideas, and recognizing that intelligence isn't limited to physical actions. It can also elevate and inspire in unexpected ways. I've come to appreciate how camels can endure long periods without water. In the challenging deserts of Africa and the Middle East, camels traverse the sand and sun with a calm demeanor, moving at their own pace, undisturbed, and seldom in need of water. It's fascinating to think about how some creatures can go for weeks without water, and then, when they finally have access, they can gulp down more than 30 gallons in just a few minutes. Interestingly, many people think that camels store water in their humps, but in reality, they actually store fat there. This fat serves as a source of energy, and, when metabolized, produces some water as a byproduct. Camels have developed remarkable ways to conserve moisture, utilizing efficient kidneys, producing dry feces, and allowing their body temperature to fluctuate in order to minimize sweating. Their blood cells have a distinctive shape that allows them to move easily, even when faced with dehydration. Each aspect of the camel showcases its remarkable ability to endure harsh conditions. The long lashes shield its eyes from sand. The thick lips allow it to consume thorny vegetation, and the wide feet enable it to traverse the shifting dunes with ease. They embody resilience, mastering the art of navigating through limited resources. Before they even break free from their shells, baby chicks communicate with their mothers. Before a chick emerges from its shell, it starts to make gentle, rhythmic chirps from within the egg. These calls resonate deeply. They signify the beginning of a meaningful dialogue. Mother hens react to these chirps, modifying their actions, occasionally turning the eggs and gently clucking back. Even unhatched siblings have a way of connecting, influencing each other's timing for when to emerge. This nurturing interaction equips the chick for its journey beyond the egg, fostering connections and aligning growth. Some researchers suggest that this prenatal communication enhances survival by influencing breathing patterns and social behaviors. The egg, as it happens, has a voice of its own. It feels vibrant, filled with soft whispers announcing their presence. A heartbeat, a breath, and a call, all preceding the initial crack of the shell. There are certain insects that have the remarkable ability to endure freezing temperatures. Winter can be harsh for small beings, yet certain insects have adapted remarkably to confront the chill directly. Some species, such as the Arctic woolly bear moth and the goldenrod gall fly, have the remarkable ability to endure complete freezing. These organisms create cryoprotectants, unique molecules such as glycerol that inhibit the formation of ice crystals within their cells. These compounds function as a natural antifreeze, helping to maintain tissue integrity even when the insect's body temperature falls below freezing. In this suspended moment, their metabolism nearly comes to a standstill. They stay still, refrain from eating, and do not grow, yet they persist in existence. As spring arrives and the warmth returns, I find that everything seems to awaken and continue on, almost as if the past has been forgotten. It's not just a pause, it's a moment of suspended animation. It truly stands out as an incredible approach that nature has developed for survival. In the quiet embrace of frost, existence pauses, subtly progressing, one molecule at a time. Underneath their fur, polar bears have black skin. Polar bears appear to be pure white, embodying the essence of snow, ice, and cold. Yet, hidden beneath their dense fur is a mystery waiting to be uncovered. Their skin has a rich, deep hue. The dark surface plays a crucial role in capturing and holding on to the sun's warmth, which is incredibly beneficial in the harsh conditions of the Arctic. Their fur may look white at first glance, but it's actually translucent. Every strand reflects light, creating a sense of brightness while still permitting sunlight to touch the skin beneath. This multi-layered design provides a unique blend of concealment and comfort. I've come to appreciate how polar bears are not just remarkable swimmers, but also adept hunters, depending on the sea ice to access seals and other food sources. Their paws are designed with a broad and sturdy shape to provide stability on snow, featuring small bumps that enhance grip. And beneath it all, their skin absorbs every bit of warmth that the surroundings provide. Jellyfish are not only stunning, but also masterfully designed to thrive in a harsh, icy environment, showcasing their remarkable ability to clone themselves. They drift through the air, almost like specters, moving with a quiet grace and an otherworldly presence. Jellyfish embody a complexity that goes beyond being mere drifters. I've noticed that certain species can actually clone themselves, particularly when they're in their early life stages. A young jellyfish, known as a tiny builders, has the remarkable ability to regenerate into several individuals if it gets injured or torn apart. It's fascinating to think that even adult jellyfish have the ability to create new jellyfish from parts of themselves. It's more about replication than traditional reproduction, a unique biological reset inherent in their design. The immortal jellyfish, Teratopsis duniae, showcases an extraordinary ability to revert to its youthful state, essentially giving it the chance to restart its life cycle anew. As I observe the changing currents, I see jellyfish navigating the delicate balance of existence, harm, and rebirth. Gentle, timeless, and endlessly understanding. In the stillness of it all, I find that life continues to thrive through growth, transformation, and the soothing rhythm of the ocean. The human body emits a subtle glow, almost imperceptible. Your brilliance is greater than you realize. Just like various living beings, I find it fascinating that the human body has a subtle glow, a type of bioluminescence that we can't see without special tools. This light feels different from the gentle glow of night lights or the mysterious luminescence of deep-sea creatures. It stems from small biochemical reactions that happen when free radicals engage with lipids and proteins within our cells. The outcome is the emission of photons, tiny bursts of light. Scientists have utilized ultra-sensitive cameras to capture this glow, which interestingly fluctuates throughout the day, reaching its peak in the late afternoon. I've noticed that our faces seem to radiate the most, probably because of the increased metabolic activity happening there. It feels remarkably faint, far beyond what we can truly perceive. Yet, it exists, glowing gently in the shadows. Even when I sleep, I can feel that my body is never completely at rest. It resonates. It comes alive. Indeed, it radiates a certain light. I've come to realize that certain fish have the ability to walk on land. The boundary between the sea and the shore feels less distinct than it appears. I've noticed that several species of fish have developed the fascinating ability to leave the water and traverse land. The landwalker showcases its remarkable ability to use strong pectoral fins, allowing it to traverse mudflats and even ascend trees. It absorbs oxygen through its skin and mouth lining, maintaining moisture for this vital process. The climbing perch, which hails from Southeast Asia, has an incredible ability to endure outside of water for extended periods, even days, by directly breathing air and moving short distances on land. I've observed that some eels venture out onto the wet grass during the night, seeking new streams to explore. These amphibious feats hold a deeper significance beyond mere curiosities. These beings embody a significant shift, offering glimpses into the ancient journey that led vertebrates from the depths of the ocean to the expanses of land. At the intersection of water and land, I find life expanding its horizons. Each fin, each breath, each step, revealing new possibilities. Raft builders create impressive floating rafts using their own bodies. When floods invade their homes, raft builders don't lose their composure. Instead, they come together. With their mandibles and legs intertwined, thousands of ants come together to create living rafts that gracefully float on the water's surface. Every ant holds onto the next, forming a closely knit waterproof formation that can transport the entire colony, including the queen and larvae, to safety. The raft has a unique ability to adapt while remaining afloat. The air caught between their bodies allows them to stay afloat. When the raft encounters disturbance, it responds by shifting and reforming, adjusting to the flow of the water around it. This construction is not guided by any leader. It arises from straightforward principles adhered to by each ant, where individual choices contribute to a shared strength. These living rafts have the potential to endure for weeks. They represent more than mere survival strategies. They embody a way of life. Amidst the turmoil of floodwaters, a delicate species transforms into a unified entity, serene, harmonious, and relentless. Within a single drop of seawater lies a vibrant world teeming with countless creatures. When you dip your fingers into the ocean, you connect with a vast, unseen realm that resonates deeply within you. Within a single drop of seawater lies a vast world teeming with thousands, even millions, of microscopic organisms waiting to be discovered. A vibrant mix of tiny plankton, algae, bacteria, viruses, larvae, and more flows together in a dynamic, swirling blend. Some possess a translucent quality, resembling precious gems, while others take on forms that evoke the essence of otherworldly sculptures. There are those that emit a soft glow in the dark, The foundation of the marine food web is built by others, supporting diverse ecosystems ranging from vibrant underwater cities to majestic whales. I've come to appreciate how these tiny organisms are crucial for producing oxygen, cycling carbon, and even regulating our climate. Though we seldom encounter them, they persistently exist, flowing with the currents, thriving under the sun, or concealing themselves in the shadows. A single drop of water holds an entire universe within it. I've come to realize that the ocean resembles a vast expanse of galaxies. Life has the remarkable ability to flourish even in the harshest conditions, like boiling acid pools. Amidst the harsh environments of volcanic springs, where the heat is intense and acids bubble, life finds a way to thrive. Places such as Yellowstone's hot pools and Ethiopia's Danakil Depression captivate me, as they host extremophiles, remarkable microbes that flourish in environments that would be lethal to most life forms. Some withstand temperatures that exceed boiling. Some organisms thrive in environments with pH levels akin to that of battery acid. They depend on chemosynthesis instead of photosynthesis, obtaining energy from sulfur, iron, or various minerals. Their cells have developed unique adaptations that allow them to withstand heat and acid, featuring proteins and membranes that are specifically designed for this purpose. These microbes could be similar to the earliest forms of life on Earth, and they might represent the type of life we could eventually discover on other planets. In the harshest environments, existence doesn't merely persist, it creates anew. It establishes its presence in the flames, softly reminding us that, given the right circumstances, life will always seek to emerge. Plants have a remarkable ability to perform calculations that help them endure the night. As night approaches and the process of photosynthesis ceases, plants engage in a thoughtful management of their energy reserves, employing a form of arithmetic to navigate this challenge. Throughout the day, they harness sunlight to create sugars, which they then store as starch. During the night, they metabolize that starch to sustain their existence. However, there's a nuance to consider. They assess the total stored energy and consider the remaining hours until dawn, modifying their consumption rate to align with their needs. When things move too quickly, they tend to deplete before we can truly appreciate them. When things move at a sluggish pace, it feels like potential energy is just wasted. This remarkable capacity for precise biological division, achieved not through numbers, but through molecular signals, enables plants to thrive even with limited resources. It may not be deliberate, yet it is remarkably precise. Within each leaf, a subtle process takes place, and every night, in silence and without consciousness, a plant devises its strategy. Even in the stillness of sleep, life continues to ponder. Silent flyers glide through the night, their movements almost imperceptible. As an owl glides through the night, I feel the stillness in the air around me. Its flight is almost soundless, a remarkable adaptation that has developed over countless millennia. The true essence is found in its wings. Silent flyers possess a fascinating feather structure, featuring soft-edged primaries that disrupt turbulence, along with a velvety coating that dampens sound. The way their feathers are spaced is carefully designed to minimize sound. This quietude enables them to pursue their prey with remarkable accuracy, attuned to the slightest sound of movement in the foliage or snow. There's a profound quiet, an absence of movement, just a sense of calm. While many birds create sounds as they take to the skies, the owl's ability to fly in silence stands out as its most powerful advantage. It glides through the shadows, a winged presence, a whisper of feathers, revealing itself only when it desires to be heard. Some worms have the remarkable ability to regenerate their entire body, while other animals, when cut in half, unfortunately do not survive. However, certain flatworm species, such as regenerating worms, possess the remarkable ability to completely regenerate from even the smallest pieces of themselves. When you cut one into several parts, each segment can develop into a whole, fully operational worm. This remarkable regenerative capability stems from a unique group of stem cells known as neoblasts. These cells have the remarkable ability to change into various types of cells, allowing for the regeneration of muscles, nerves, organs, and even the brain. As I reflect on the work of scientists studying these remarkable creatures, I find myself captivated by the potential of regeneration. It sparks a personal curiosity about how these insights might one day translate into healing for our own bodies. In the quiet of freshwater pools, the flatworm glides and splits, and with every division, it emerges whole once more, a testament to life's resilience and its unwavering spirit. Face recognizers have the ability to identify human faces. Face recognizers might appear unremarkable as they flit around urban landscapes, scavenging for scraps. Yet there's something intriguingly complex about them. I've noticed that they can actually recognize individual human faces, recalling who has taken the time to feed them and who hasn't. Face recognizers have an incredible ability to recognize individuals solely by their facial features, even when those individuals change their clothing. This skill stems from a well-honed visual memory, enabling navigation across great distances and the ability to differentiate between various artistic styles or words in controlled environments. After training, certain face recognizers can categorize objects or learn sequences, showcasing abilities previously believed to be exclusive to primates. Amid the chaos of city living, I often find that people fade into the scenery. Yet, these birds observe, retain, and grow in understanding. The city feels like their vast sky, and maybe, just maybe, you've already made an impression on them. Your body holds remnants of ancient viral DNA. Inside your cells, there exists a profound narrative, one that encompasses not only your lineage, but also the echoes of ancient infections. About 8% of our genome is derived from retroviruses that once infected our ancient ancestors. These viruses integrated their genetic material into our reproductive cells, making their DNA a lasting component of our own genetic makeup. Throughout the ages, many of these viral sequences have evolved and faded into silence. Some have been reshaped through evolution to fulfill meaningful purposes, influencing brain development and the extent of formation. In a profound way, you embody an essence that connects to something larger, almost like a virus in its ability to influence and spread. Not affected, but transformed. The remnants of past struggles are now woven into the very fabric of your identity. The human body encompasses a multitude of narratives. This is a collection of survival stories, woven from the remnants of beings that have faded into memory. A hidden fungus holds the title of the largest living organism. It doesn't stand tall. It remains still. It remains silent. Interestingly, the largest living organism on Earth is a fungus that resides quietly beneath a forest in Oregon. This remarkable giant fungus extends its reach underground across more than 2,000 acres, interconnected by an extensive network of mycelium, which represents the intricate, thread-like roots of fungal existence. It seems to have a history that spans thousands of years. At times, it brings forth mushrooms above the surface. Yet, the true essence thrives in the shadows, drawing sustenance from the roots of trees, intertwining the forest in a quiet, intricate network. It may not be the tallest, fastest, or brightest, yet in terms of size, age, and reach, it stands alone. The unseen realm below us might be teeming with life, far richer than what flourishes on the surface. I've noticed that pollinator learners have a remarkable ability to learn by observing one another. Pollinator learners are not only industrious, they possess remarkable intelligence. In a fascinating experiment, I observed how researchers taught pollinator learners to roll small balls into a designated goal in exchange for a sweet reward of sugar. Nearby, pollinator learners observed and swiftly grasped the task through careful watching. They took the technique further, discovering more effective methods to accomplish it. Observing and mimicking behaviors is something I find quite unique. especially when considering that it's not commonly seen beyond primates and birds. Pollinator learners, despite their small brains, exhibit a remarkable intelligence that transcends mere instinct. Within the hive, understanding flows freely, nourishing all who seek it. It's not about what we say or teach. It's about leading through our actions and the subtle influence of our example. The sound of wings brings not just pollen, but also fresh perspectives. Certain fish have a unique way of resting, keeping half of their brain alert while they sleep. While sleep is something we all experience, the ways in which it unfolds can differ greatly from one person to another. Certain fish, such as parrotfish and specific shark species, exhibit signs of unihemispheric sleep. At any given moment, just one half of their brain is at ease. The other half stays vigilant, observing the environment and guiding a calm, deliberate pace. This adaptation enables fish to stay alert to predators, currents, and obstacles while they take a break. Ocean acroecho hunters and whales exhibit a fascinating sleep pattern that enables them to consciously breathe and maintain their buoyancy. Below the surface, slumber is never truly complete. It feels like a careful observation, a nuanced equilibrium between healing and enduring. The ocean remains alert, even in my dreams. Chameleons shift their colors based on their feelings, not solely for hiding away. Chameleons exhibit stunning color changes, and these transformations serve purposes beyond mere camouflage. Their color changes reflect personal feelings, environmental conditions, and interactions with others. In moments of tranquility, their colors might seem to blend into greens or browns. Yet, when faced with confrontation, excitement, or during mating displays, they transform into vibrant yellows, blues, or reds. They accomplish this not by using pigments, but by adjusting tiny crystals in their skin that reflect light in varying ways as they shift. It's all about structural color, rooted in physics, not just paint. Chameleons express themselves through their changing colors, conveying warnings, invitations, or signals of submission. The forest transforms into a stage, and their skin conveys a message. It's more than mere disguise, it's a form of expression. The magnetic field of our planet influences how animals navigate during migration. Everywhere I look, there are unseen forces connecting everything, like the Earth's magnetic field. And I find it fascinating that many animals can sense these energies. Sea turtles navigate using magnetic signatures, allowing them to find their way back to the beaches of their birth. Birds such as robins and warblers journey thousands of miles, guided by their innate sense of direction. Salmon navigate their journey from the ocean back to the precise stream of their origin. It's fascinating to think that even insects and bacteria rely on the field to find their way. The way it works remains somewhat unclear to me, whether it's the presence of tiny crystals of magnetite within us or the light-sensitive proteins in our eyes. The outcome is unmistakable. The Earth shares its guidance, and life pays attention. Life continually presents fresh opportunities for renewal, even in the face of disasters, extinctions, and the vastness of cosmic odds. Life continues to persist. It rose from the depths of boiling vents in the ocean, traveled across continents, took to the skies, swam in the depths, dug beneath the surface, and ascended into the heavens. It adjusted to extreme temperatures, harsh conditions, and the passage of time. Whenever it felt trapped, it discovered a fresh form, a different approach. It developed feathers, fur, armor, and consciousness. It created vibrant underwater cities, intricate root systems, cozy nests, and bustling cities. Even in the most remote caves, the saltiest lakes, and the hottest springs, I find that life continually emerges anew, imperfect, and sometimes messy, yet unwaveringly resolute. Within you, within me, in each leaf, breath, and cell, the journey unfolds. The narrative continues to unfold. As the last piece of understanding gently falls into place, embrace the stillness that envelops you. I've journeyed through oceans and forests, deserts and tundras, mountain peaks and ancient routes. I have experienced the quiet dialogues of plants, the luminous beauty of jellyfish, and the haunting melodies of whales. Amidst everything, a profound truth resonates softly within me. Life is truly remarkable, not due to its perfection, but because it endures. It evolves, it persists, it keeps revealing new layers that astonish me. At this very moment, a coral is letting go of its eggs into the depths of the unknown. A bird soars through the sky, even in its dreams. A flower observes the rhythmic dance of a bee as it flits from petal to petal. This story includes you as well. We are not apart from nature. We are a part of it. Cells and sparks resonate with my own experiences, reflections and movement, a vibrant part of the intricate tapestry of our planet's journey. In any place you find yourself, give your mind the chance to unwind. Allow your breath to become more gradual. Allow your thoughts to become gentle and rounded. The journey is ongoing. It merely takes a momentary break, waiting for the next spark of curiosity to ignite it once more. Rest peacefully, and I appreciate you sharing your dreams with us.